Greetings YouTube, it's Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back laying the farm sim. So we're planting corn. Trying to get our fields ready here, getting them planted. This planter is actually, it seems to be pretty good. It doesn't use a lot of seed, I'll say that much. I've already planted the small field over there. We'll see where we sit once we get this one done, but it doesn't seem to be using a ton of the seed. I'm gonna let him do that. I am gonna go. Let's see. He finished that. Okay, that's good. He finished that one. I'm gonna go grab that guy right over here. We're gonna roll this field. We just got this one seeded in alfalfa, and it looks like he might have missed a spot. Did he miss a spot? I'm gonna say he missed a spot. It looks like he missed a spot. Maybe he missed a few spots. I don't know. Maybe that's, you know what? That might be where the clover was. Because there were some spots that the clover was sitting. Let me check the map here. No. Looks like he missed that corner right there. Wish I could zoom in more, you know. Yeah, I'm going to have to go grab another cedar and fix that, I guess. Yeah, that's a little spot that the cedar missed. Well, let me go grab one real quick. We've got more. But wait, there's more. Change it over to alfalfa. Every time I hear alfalfa, my mind immediately goes to the Little Rascals. Dear Darla, I hate your stinking guts. You make me vomit. You are scum between my toes. Love, alfalfa. I haven't seen that movie in years, but I'm still able to quote it. Check around the edges here real quick. We do own this, a little bit of it. Except for this corner right here. It's kind of weird how it's set up. But that corner we don't own. Like there's a significant little bubble there. Now click on it. There, yeah, see that little corner right there? We don't own that for some reason. I guess when he was doing it, he rounded the field out there, but he decided not to include that with the. I wonder if that's included with that one. Okay, so you got to get that one to complete the puzzle there. Little piece of the puzzle right there, and you got to buy this one. Oh well. Still a great map. I like it. We'll get there one day. We'll get that prairie land. Get that guy hired out over there. Now, if you ever plant a grass field or a clover field or an alfalfa field, if you're ever planting any type of field that does not need to be reseeded or replanted, you definitely want to field roll it, because this will add on. It's not a big percentage. I want to say it's probably less than 2%, but it is 8%. So once you field roll this, you don't have to field roll it anymore. All you got to do with clover and alfalfa is fertilize it, and all you got to do with grass is use the grass roller. So you won't ever have to field roll this again. You'll always have that little bit of a percent with the bonus, the yield bonus. So make sure you do it. Okay, corn's going in. Let's see. Go ahead and move this guy out. I want to buy this blue farm so bad. I want that soybean field. How much is this blue farm? Pretty much $500,000. Snowcap Hollow Farm. I even love the name. No, not right now. I want to buy the soybean field. The money that we make from the soybean field, we could buy this field 10 times over, probably. I'm just gonna park that right there. He is seeding alfalfa here. And I'm hoping he'll make it. He's starting to run low on a little bit of fur. Let's get this guy. I guess he's finished. Where are we going now? Should be going up north somewhere. Yep, there's one in the northeast there, and then there's that one across from there. So let's take him up there, fert that across from the farmer's market, and then we'll head up to the northeast. Are there any new contracts? Nope, there's a waiting one. That's not bad. That's actually that soybean field that we're kind of looking at. The other one. Not the big one, but the other one. Hey, Big Al, how's it going? Airplanes. Yeah. If I ever figure out how to do that, I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't have airplanes. What could I do? It would be weird to have flying pizza slices, but I mean, I wouldn't be against it. that's the planter we've got. This other one is a deer. It's not as wide. Wonder what the configurations are on that deer. I'll look at it once we get up here. So we're going to this field? Yep. Alright, let's go look at that. Really want to get this Tempo K24, but we cannot afford that right now. The deer is a little bit more than the Kinsey. So you can get it without the fertilizing unit. Takes about $4 grand off of it. Take the ridge marker off it. Wow, they want a lot of money for the ridge marker. We don't need the ridge markers. Oh, there's several different options here. Trying to find one that says 0. I don't think there is one. I think $700 is gonna be it. So what is joints? What is that? Oh, that changes this up here. I think it just changes the position of what type of machine is going to be pulling this. I don't know what to put on there. You can do 1, which is the highest one. If your tractor has a low hitch on it, though, which ours might be better just to have the low joint on there. They'll tilt it. If you put the high joint on there, it might tilt it too far forward like it is now. I'll just put the low joint on there because I think most of the American tractors have a lower pin hitch on it, and that's a pin hitch. So I'll just do the lowest one. We'll test it and see. It's free to change, though, if you want to change it. No ridge markers. I went ahead and put the lights on there because we might need the lights. So that's 78 grand for that. So remember that. No, we want to do 700, no, 5, and then all those tabs to the right. We'll get that planter. We're about to finish some work here. So we're fertilizing there. I need to find the rotary hoe and move him. Gotta move our weeder too. Where are we going with the weeder? Right over there. Where are we at right now? Oh, we're not too far. Not too far. We can get there. We can make it here. We can make it anywhere. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. In Judith Plains, Montana. But yeah, do a there's creator mode and survival mode on Minecraft. Do a creator mode. And like, I need to make a list of like the easiest house to build. And then the hardest. I need to make it like in order, like easiest at the top, hardest more towards the bottom. I think something like the Home Alone house, that might be one of the harder ones. Because you know, you gotta build it with the 3rd floor. It's scary up there. But you know, something simple. Like, trying to think of one of the houses. There weren't very many single level TV houses, were there? Trying to think of one. Is this the field? Yep. Were there any single level TV houses? Maybe in Mayberry. Alright, just to make sure we're in the right place. Weeding. Oh, we finished that FERC contract there. So weeding in this field, yep. Alright, here's the rotary hoe. Where are we going? That's kind of just catty corner from the field we're putting corn in, and then we've got that one there. Where are we at right now? Are we really right there? Yeah, we're right there. So we just gotta go over there. So you could really, if you wanted to, you could expand this field out. There's plenty of land on this. This is part of that $8.6 million plot, though. So you gotta really want it. Hit the meadow grass once with the mower, and then plow it under. Wait a minute. Where are we? Oh, okay. I thought we were on the other side of the highway. I thought we were in that field over there. I keep getting this field and that field mixed up. It'll be the second time today I've done that. They look the same. They're about the same size. You know what? Even Mayberry had, I'm thinking of Andy Taylor's house. Even he had a 2nd floor. I don't think there were any TV shows that didn't have a 2nd floor. You know what? Hank Hill's house didn't have a 2nd floor. I think maybe that's where we should start. Just start on what was what was the street that Hank Hill lived on? Hey Siri. Where does Hank Hill live?
The answer I found is the Hill residence.
Oh, really? Y'all hear? I asked her where Hank Hill lived, and guess what her response was? The Hill residence. Really? Here's your sign. I want to say it was Rainy Street. Yeah, Rainy Street. He lives on Rainy Street, so we could build Rainy Street. Wonder if I could find like some. Kind of like a overlook photo from one of the episodes there. You done? Did he get it all? Looks like he got it all. It's alright to me. It's fully fertilized too. Does regular rolling it fully fertilize it? Oh no, my guy ran out of stuff. Yep, let me run him back down there. I had a feeling he was going to run out of fert. Looks like he needs some fuel too. This does not sound like a 3020. I think, Mr. EY Mighty Man, I think this needs a sound update. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a golf cart. Like a gas-powered golf cart. It needs a little bit, I mean, it needs like the 1206 engine. I know that one has just a few more horsepower, but it sounds way better than this. I think the biggest problem would be finding the right material to build everybody's house out of. I'd have to go, you know what, I've been going back and watching the episodes, but I'll have to go back and really pay attention to episodes where they focus on like Dale's house and Bill's house, just to get the right colors or textures if I can. Find something close to it. built a poor representation of Peter Griffin's house once. That would be a good one to build. Or like the Simpson house. That'd be a good one. I think Arlen, Texas, Rainy Street. That probably would be the easiest project because those are single level homes and there's really not much to them. And you really don't know like the exact layout of each home. Now Dale did have a basement, so you'd have to build a basement there. I don't think, I'm trying to remember. I know Hank didn't have a basement. I'm trying to remember if Bill had a basement. I don't think he did, and we never did see very much of Boomhauer's house. Really, you'd kind of have to get creative. And I guess you could just design like the layout of the stuff that they never showed. You could design it how you picture it maybe in your mind. Unless there's some episodes that show maybe some of it in more detail. Like, where is the door to the basement in Dale's house? You know, is it in the kitchen? Is it in the living room? Is it, you know? Bring the main roller down here. I'm kind of curious about that though, with the roller. Because I did not fertilize this field. Oh, you know what? When you plant it with the thing, it's got fertilizer in there, so that's why. That's probably why it's fully fertilized. Oh yeah? That's kind of what I want to do. Kind of want to go back and build some of the old TV and movie houses. You know, some of the more, you know, popular ones. TV shows, you know. Movies, I would say, like... You know what would be a fun one to build, really? From Pee-wee's Big Adventure, his house. They have the breakfast machine in the kitchen. stomach's growling. Is it lunchtime yet? Nope. Hmm. Shut that off until that other guy gets finished. Did he finish? Oh, he's finished. Okay. So this should be fully fertilized now. Underneath that, yep. Looks like it is. Here, go find all the contract guys out there. Here's one. Are there any new ones? Yep. 14 grand right there. That's west. Where's that at? No, that's east of us. Tell you what, we're headed that way. We'll stop by there and do that one real quick. Go this way. Sure, I'm on the other side of the river. Pretty sure. Yep. Not the, well, not the river, it's the creek. Yeah, right there. Cross the bridge. I'll have to go get some furs soon. Wee! Oh. What is that right there? Oh, there's some kind of box there. It's hidden in the bushes. I was like, what did I hit? There's like this little box and it's hidden with these bushes. That's why you don't jump the railroad tracks, kids. Right there. We're getting there. It's down here somewhere, Harry. Should be the next field. I don't know why they didn't put a beacon on this tractor. Really kind of needs one. Pretty. Oop. Even prettier. You can't even see the other side of this field. It's so big. This is the one we're after. Here is a nice field. It's even got the ghost chimes in it. Man, look how big this thing is. I'm running across it. We may have to find another bank. Somebody who will give us an extended loan or something. I'm still running. Okay, now I'm there. It's crazy. Much was, hey, you know what? I don't know. Should we buy the John Deere planter or not? That's another 80 something grand, I think. By the time it's all said and done, 700, 5. Yeah, about 70. It's about 80 grand. 78, 150. I think I'm just gonna save our money. We have a planter that can actually put the seed in the ground right now. It may take some time, but it is still the 1st of April, and it's still early, you know, kind of in the morning here, so. And we've already got those first 2 fields done over there, so. Plant that one. And then we'll plant the Pac-Man field. We'll do corn all up here. Do corn down there. And then I guess we'll plant beans down here again in these bigger fields. Just in case we can't afford that one. We still won't end with, you know, what we had from this last year. This one's about done. No, no. That was Dr. Pepper Zero. With me, it's either a Dr. Pepper Zero or an orange soda Zero. Rolling. The weeder got done. Is there any other weeding contracts right now? No, but there's another fert one. Down south. That guy's still rolling down there. That'll be another 19 grand. Another 15 grand for that field over there. And we've started on that one. That'll be another 14 grand plus another 14 grand. This guy sit here idle for a bit. Alright, that's it for doing that field. We should be fully rolled now. All we need to do is fertilize that one. But now we have all of these fields. Alfalfa, 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 and alfalfa. I would almost do that one in alfalfa, but I think we'd do better to do corn there. Let me go grab the corn planter. He's about done. Move him to the next one up north there. Alright, we got another field of corn. Guess I'll go get that little bit of seed I've got over there at the shop. Since I'm passing by there anyway. I'm not really empty, but just go ahead and grab it. Now one thing, this planter has got dirty. When I own this land, I'm gonna put a road right here that connects to the pizza factory there. Oh, there goes another road sign. Alright, I'll leave him be. Dirt guy's done. More money. Looks like the other one's done too. See if there's any new ones. Yep. As soon as I hit the button. Oh boy, there's a good one there. Look at that. That's that big field down south. Not too impressive with the weeding ones. Did this guy to the other field? Wait a minute, is this the other field in front of us? Nope, it's that one over there. Go ahead and move him while I got him. Hopefully he'll last for we have to go fill up after this. But we passed the 100,000 mark, so you know what that means. we can pay more back on our loan. So that will bring us down, back down. Well, you know, we had to borrow some. Let's get back down to 2.3. We were at 2.2. And now we're at 2.3 again. Oh, I was so excited. I was like, we're going to be at 2.1. Woo! Nope. We had to buy a planner. Almost bought another one too, though. We're only in debt up to our eyeballs now again. If you're not in debt, are you really a farmer? Isn't that one of the things? Like, you have to be in debt? Let's see. Where am I going? Down south. Want to go get the big one. I got the other one over there. We'll get that one, but I want to get that big one. Can't wait to cut some of these trees. And just waiting to see if there's going to be an update to this map. We're gonna take the bypass road. I've not found a great way to get into this field yet. I got in there with the big international tractor that we had, though. I can get in there with that. I can get in there with this. It looks like there's a road there, but there's not a road there. I don't know what's back here. I don't even know if we can... That might be trees or something. Can't cross the river there, that's for sure. Look back there and see what's back there. I'm assuming it's like trees and stuff. Yeah, this is really the only way that I've seen in here. The Yellowstone Grain Terminal. And there's not really a dedicated road to come in here. A decent sized field though. You have to pay extra for dedicated roads. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Remember back in 19 we had the DeLorean. That was pretty cool. Flew that around. We were on, what was it, Red River? I think that, was that another DJ map? I think that was another DJ map. We were on Red River Valley. And we had the flying DeLorean on that map. That was pretty neat. Yeah, he's gonna be here in a minute. Let's see what's over here. There's the river. Looks like it's mainly just trees. It is pretty flat out here though. You could extend this field maybe a little bit. I don't know what's... Can't see anymore. What's back here? Can't see anything. Oh no. Am I at the border? Oh, maybe because I'm at the border. Need to pull up my mini map so I know where I'm at. Yep, there, that must be the border. Well, it goes on out this way a little bit, doesn't it? Pretty flat out here too. You could really expand this field. Goes down over here. There's, I'm assuming this is the river. There's the river right there, yep. So this is kind of like the bank. Yep. Okay. So he's done ferting. See if there's any more. When the refresh button kind of stops working, there's one more. Where's that at? Oh, that's down there where we farm at. Tell you what, I'll take that one. Then we need to hit that wherever that's at. Where's that at? Blue Ridge Farm. Okay, that's kind of down where we're at. That's on the way down there. We'll go down there and hit those. Let me go refill with some fertilizer because we're out. A lot of logging had to be done though. Yeah. We ain't afraid of no logging. Back in the day, we used to have what was called the Christmas tree treeing service. Yeah. We were all about the tree cutting back then. I know I'm like Forrest Gump. If I'm going somewhere, I was running. You know what? I think I've got a little furt left on that trailer, maybe. Not enough to fill this thing up. But it might be enough to... Nope. That might have been 20 liters. Oh, boy, that's bad. Let me go down there. I think I've got another part of a pallet at least down there, and then I'll buy what I need. Maybe not fill it up. Maybe just fill it half full. Not like there's any inflation on the fertilizer here. It's not cheap, but it's, you know, there's no inflation here. No inflation prices. Uh-oh. That sounded like a little thunder. Been kind of storming off and on. Take the back road into the shop. There's one pallet. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more. Let's see. I think the contracts are starting to dwindle down because there's not any real new ones popping up. Wait a minute. I just said that. Hang on. There's one. Where's that at? That's just north of the farmer's market. That's not bad. Maybe I need to just go over here and hit the button. Over and over and over. Farmer needs work. Show me your contracts. I'll come do them. Quality fertilizing, or hoeing, or weeding, or something to that effect. Nope, I think that's all I get. Alright, so let me get some more fruit. Wonder why that says that. Why does that say not available? You ever see that? It says not available. Even over here, it's got some that are not available. I've never seen that. Wonder why that says not available on all those. Is it because I'm in the tractor? Nope. That's weird. Hmm, 15 grand. Should I just go ahead and fill it up? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it up. We got some fields at our farm up there that we gotta hit, and then we're definitely probably gonna have more contracts. I don't even think 8 bags is gonna fill me up. Nope. Well, it got me over 3/4 anyway. Alright, where am I going? Looks like all down south except for that one. We'll hit that one on the way down. Another little tree area. I'm assuming this is probably part of that prairie pack, or that prairie lot. Where's the field? Is this the field? This is the field. Yep, that is part of this first prairie land bit there. So when we get that first bit there, you get these trees. These might be the first trees we cut. I don't know. Definitely flat out here, so if you bought that field there, you can just make this its own field if you wanted to, but you could definitely merge them together. Ooh. I heard more thunder. Supposed to be kind of stormy the rest of the, well, say the rest of the week, at least for like the next 10 days. Well, I have cycled through everything. One thing about this mower is he does miss a little bit at the ends. Guess I'll go and mow some grass around their grass field over there. The field itself is not quite ready. How are we doing on silage? Not quite a full load yet. Could use more grass though. Where does our ownership actually start? So we do own some of this prairie grass up here. So it doesn't start there. It starts really where this kind of farm area goes up there, and then looks like there's a road there that turns. Does it go up in the woods? There's our grass field. So it looks like there's a road there here, but there's no road. Looks like it comes in right there, and then it curves around and comes back down right on the edge of that line. There's not a road. This is right on the edge of this. Well, it's a river. It's not flat either. It's got a little cliff here. It's like we own over there on that side of the river, maybe. Question is, where does that animal paddock start? Oh, it starts right here. We do own all this. Don't really want to cut the trees on the edge of the river here. Could we cross this like a bridge? Well, to a point, yeah. I think it's wide enough. Says we own this. Guess we own some of these trees over here too. Probably to about the crest of this hill here. I see a little job for the brooks. We may have to invest in the brooks sometime real soon. We own these trees. Well, some of them. Everything to my left here. Going down this line. Let's start cutting and see how far this way we own. That's all we got. Not very much, is it? Where did that stop at? Better. Go. Basically stops right there. So if I put on my GPS and mow a straight line that way, that's not the. That looks like an east-west line to me. Stay on the edge of our field here. Really, we could come in and plow this and make it straighter. I didn't have this big curve here. Not bad to have curves like on the corners, but right out here in the middle. All stuff we can do once we see if there's going to be an update to the map. That grass is too short for it to cut anyway. Oh man, I can't even see out the front windshield. I think it needs a wash. There, I've got some really bad sun glare. One thing we probably should invest in is a pressure washer. No, it definitely looks like it needs a wash. Oh, see, we get to that point and we don't own that. Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna take this down here. I'm gonna see about getting a pressure washer. Right over here somewhere would be good. Maybe on the edge of that. I don't know if we can put it there or not. Or maybe outside this door here. Can we place this and still move it around? Or do I have to buy the drivable one? I would think you could still... If I place this, I can still drive it, right? They're the same. Like right there, maybe. Oh yeah. You can still drive. Cool. That has still got a glare on it. I wonder if I need to repaint it. Probably could use it. Probably could use a repair too. Yep, that was it. Need to repaint it. I have noticed that a lot of this equipment like this, the tractor that we had, if you don't repaint it after a while, it will, some of the stuff like the control handles and stuff will turn like Terminator T1000 liquid metal shiny. That's the best way I can describe it. It literally looks like that same kind of reflective texture if you don't paint these models like this. Now the other ones, you know, they're set up to where they'll kind of look chipped like that right there when when you don't repaint them. But these the vehicles, the actual vehicles, yeah, they look weird when you don't repaint them. Doing out there? Guess I need to check on the contract guys. There's one complete. Yep, need to go get him. That off for now. Guys still planting corn. Alright, we gotta go south. Let me see if there's any new ones. Nothing right now. Yeah, I saw that. I saw John using auto drive on the pressure washer. So you can use auto drive on the pressure washer, and whoever the worker is, I guess, will drive it down the road for you. He's walking it down the road for you. I thought that was funny. That would have made a great because John, he doesn't still do the Twitch clips, does he? That would have been a great Twitch clip for him. I haven't made a Twitch. I called the funny moments Twitch ticklers on mine. I've got a playlist out there. There's some I could go back and probably get, but if I don't remember to edit them like right after I stream, I'll forget. Probably should go ahead and get some go-go juice too for this tractor. I've been driving it around. Wake me up before you go. Matter of fact, I'll stop in at this farm and buy some gas from them. I can find their tank. There it is, isn't it? No. Yeah. Good morning. How's it going? He's still down there? Yep, he's still down there. Hoeing that field down there. I think I'm on the right path. I think I gotta go to this field right over here. That could be dangerous right there. That's an active railroad crossing, or rail line there. Is this the field? Yep. Oh, something just popped up. Looks like another FERC contract. Field 1 again. Alright. We'll take it. Wonder why there's all these deadwood contracts. These weeding ones, I wonder if I do these and get them knocked out of the way. That's down south. Let me do that one. Doesn't pay a lot. But maybe if I do one and get it knocked out of the way, it'll open the door for more. Know what I mean? Like if there's one contract posted in the thing and you keep hitting the refresh button and nothing pops up, but then you complete that one and then more pop up. That seems to be what's happening here. I did notice that the contract boost mod, it does do other stuff. It does there's a whole list of other stuff that it does, and I think that it will bring up contracts that might be like in the queue, so to speak, I guess, that are like within the season. I don't know how that works, but you do get a 50% bonus, and I don't know how I feel about that. What do you guys think about that? The boost mod. There's a contract boost mod, and you get 50% more on the contracts. I wonder if it would work with Contracts Plus. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about it though. In a way, it's kind of cheating because you are getting more money for the contracts, but also, in a way, more money, and we could come up with some type of baloney story. How does it compare to the better contracts mod? I don't know. Other than it does give you that 50% boost. I don't think the better contract mod does that. Yeah, the better contracts mod might be more realistic. I wonder if that one would work with Contracts Plus, because that's the one thing missing from the boost mod is you don't have the refresh button. So there's no way. I guess you just kind of have to wait on it, unless it works with the Contract Plus. I don't know. Kind of leery of downloading more than one contract mod, in fears of that there would be like mod conflicts there. And there's several in the mod hub. There's refresh contracts. There's the better contracts mod. There's the boost contracts mod. There's contract plus, which is what I have in here. Really, from the start, I was just looking for one that I could hit the button and refresh them. Because they don't often refresh when they're checking on them, and then they'll disappear after a while. Plus, you can take out more than 3. Forgot about Tractor Supply being back here. We were talking about all the realistic stuff that's in this map in John's stream. Got Applebee's and Tim Hortons and Subway and Wendy's and a McDonald's, and totally forgot about the Tractor Supply. Got a Dollar General at the United States Post Office. I think they deliver packages better than they do in real life, but you know, that's another story. Weird running this over ground that doesn't have any weeds sticking out of it. We're getting there though. Knocking it out. Maybe we'll get a better one. We can just take him and hire him out on it. This should do it. There's no way to really track your progress here other than the little green bar up there. Like you can't go and look at the field and see like weeds versus no weeds with these contracts. If it's your own field and there's small weeds, yeah, you can run the weeder over it and then just look at the map and say, okay, I've been there and then I missed a spot there. Now you can't do that with the contracts. And that should do it. Yep, here we go. All right. So let's go collect that and see if one will pop up now. Looks like we got a couple done. FERC guy's done. Maybe we'll get a FERC contract too. Come on. I'm refreshing you. There we go. What do we got? Nothing really great. That's way down there. We'll hold off on them. Yep. We'll just leave him here for now. We'll get our furt guy. This guy is rolling. This guy is a worker, man. He does his job. Oh, corn planter's done too. All right, let's go. Where are we going? What? Is that live? No, you have to. Sometimes you have to change the map around to see the update for the field. Oh, you know what? We need to roll these fields. I need to go get the roller. Yeah, we just planted them. See, has everything else been rolled? Yeah. I have to roll these up here too, but I need to go get the roller for these. Let me find a field to plant though. I guess the Pac-Man field would be the next one. I remember playing Pac-Man on the arcade machine. If I ever have grandkids, that's how I'm going to talk to them. Back in my day, we had to put quarters in the machine to play the video games. I played Pac-Man and Asteroids and what was that one called? Gallagher and let's see. I'm trying to remember all the really retro games. There was a bunch for Atari that really did. I never saw them. Not that they didn't have any arcade game like, you know, stand-up things, but they might have. There was Mrs. Pac-Man and all that. Donkey Kong. Remember Donkey Kong was, you know, one of the OG games. And then it kind of branched out from there. You had Donkey Kong, and then Donkey Kong Jr., and then when they brought the Super NES out, they had Donkey Kong Country. I remember playing that. You know, I used to play that at Walmart. That's way back in the day. I had a Sega Genesis before anything else, and well, the Nintendo, and then Sega Genesis, and then the Super NES. They had the TV monitors. You had to stare up at them. They had all kinds of games you could play and try out. Remember the Mario Kart? I never played the one on Super NES. My first one was 64. Nintendo 64. Alright. There's no real great way to get into this field other than just driving across the railroad tracks. Yeah, this field is the weird field. So it's that, and it'll plant all around the edges, but not below 5. So if you do 4 rounds, there's no straight lines. 3 rounds, there's no straight lines. 2 rounds, there's no straight lines. But you get up to 5, and boom, it puts the straight lines in there. So you have to do 5 in rows before you can do the north and south passes on this field. That's kind of weird. I guess it's because it's got that little bump out there. Pac-Man's mouth. What we'll call that curve. Pac-Man's mouth. Sounds weird, but it is what it is. I guess he wants to go the other way. Or turn around. Nope. Nope, he wants to go the other way. Nope. Nope. You want to go that way? Yep, he wants to go that way. Okay. Alright, you do you, boo. Alright. Let's go find the other fields. Fertilizing. So the one south of the little one we own over there, and then field number 1 down there. Let's go hit field number 1, I guess. Well, we're already on this side. We might as well go hit this other little field down here. I think I can go down this other road over here. Might be quicker. Yep, it's a straight stretch to here. Didn't have to go around all those curves or over the bridge down there. This is our field there. I think this is the one we're looking for. I think this is that other soybean field. How much is that one? It's not too bad. 128. Still kind of holding off on buying anything we don't really need. Guess we could do all beans down here. Just use this farm down here as like a excess for any excess clover, or if we have any excess alfalfa or anything from up north. What's that tiny field there? Only 40 grand. Green beans. Nope, we'll pass on that one. But what we could do, we could plant beans down here. Maybe buy this field at some point. Plant beans over here. Plant beans up here. And then do beans in these two fields here. Fields are so expensive. Montana's not cheap. Definitely can come mow this grass down here, though. Alright, this guy's gonna be planting corn for a while. The fertilizer is gonna be finished very soon. I may stick with him. And where's our rotary guy? He's almost done. He's at 94%. He's about done. That's gonna be a good payout. 43 grand for that one. And then we'll go hit that one up there. We'll see what refreshes on the list. Oh, there's another FERT one. Where's that at? Oh, good. That's right over there north of field 1. Dude, that's like convenient. Because the other FERT contract is field 1. So the field right above it is getting a FERT contract too. Cool beans. That's one of those situations where you're like, man, I cannot catch a break. That is what you call catching a break. When you get two contracts that are side by side, the same type of contract, that's called catching a break. Put our loan down to, still at 2.3, yeah. 2.3 million. So just kind of watching that. When we hit 100,000, we'll just, I think I'll just pay it off. I have paid them off in increments of 50 grand. Especially if it's getting closer to midnight. Where are we going after this? Yep, over there. That's right. And then I'm gonna mow the world. I'll spare you guys from all that. Got some open lots down here to mow. But I think this fermenter, yeah, it's just about out of grass down here. We've still got 220,000 liters up there north. There's still more to mow up there that we can get, but definitely need to fill this one, or at least put some more back in there. Not going to have the level of production down here that we will up north because we have those dedicated clover and alfalfa fields up there. Are we done? I think we're done. Woo! Can I go this way? I think we're just small enough. through there, yep. And then this should go straight out. Almost. Pretty close. So we got the two kind of open lots back there. And then we have this nice squarish lot over here. We need to come and grass roll that one. That's a dedicated grass field there. This kind of squarish grass lot right here. Tempted to mow it and then just go ahead and plow it up. I know we could merge it with that field there. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I miss the old design of McDonald's like that. Back before they turned it into a middle-aged, very depressed kind of looking thing. It used to have character back in the day. Had more life to it. It was just vibrant and, you know, the unique design. I mean, yeah, they have the golden arches, but the old McDonald's style, the roof, that was part of the McDonald's like character. And now it's just like this Starbucks wannabe, you know, square gray and black block. I mean, it's just it's terrible. I wonder why their numbers and sales and stuff have gone down and stuff like that. Nobody wants to go there. It doesn't have the same feel anymore. I mean, it's just a lot of the times why you return to a restaurant is because you have memories of eating there, and you're probably coming in from a job that is probably not you're not joyous and happy about or something, and you want a McGriddle, or you want a Big Mac or something, or something else. Oh, they are bringing snack wraps back. I guess that's a good thing. But I'm a little concerned because the chicken that looks like in the snack wrap, it almost looks like they're new chicken strips. And I have seen multiple sources say that the new chicken strips at McDonald's, taste like octopus joints. I did not know that octopus had joints, but I'm pretty sure that I would not want to eat them. No, never. So I'm gonna pass. I mean, I'll probably try a snack wrap, but if I get a hint that I think it tastes like an octopus joint, I'm out. So will that food be. It will be out immediately. So I better hang on to the bag when I try those. They probably won't taste the same as they used to. I'll be honest. Back then, we didn't know how good we had it. We had the Angus wraps. We had the Mac wrap that tasted like a Big Mac. We had the grilled chicken wraps, and they're not bringing the grilled chicken wraps back. These are going to be, again, they're kind of fried looking chicken, and it's basically I think it's basically their chicken wraps. Weird looking shadow. I almost thought there was a bridge up there. There's not. Alright, while he's doing that, I'll go check on the rotary guy. Is he done? Woohoo! He's done. Woo! Let me go collect that. A couple of them done. Yep, we got that other fertilizer one that we finished. And then this one for 43 grand. Thank you very much. Alright, what are we at now? Oh yeah, we can pay back more on our loan. Woohoo! Let's do it. Let's go down to $2.2 million. Whoa, we're part of the way there. Whoa. Now we got a long way to go. We gotta pay that back and then some. So I'm just gonna keep grinding out these contracts, I guess. With a little bit more here. See if there's any more. Oh, there's something. It's not a great one. There's a nice hoeing one right there. Way up north. I guess I need to get equipment. I need to probably get some equipment to stay up north and some equipment to stay down south so we don't have to drive all the time. We'll take what we can get, I guess. Where's that at? That's right behind the whiskey factory there. Take that one. I wonder if I clear this list. I can clear this list if something new would pop up. I'm gonna try it. Let's see. You have to do the right stick to clear the list. Oh yeah, that did work. Look at what popped up here. Wait, that's the one. No, wait, no, that's not popped up. That's our active ones. Okay, I gotta come back here now. All right. Why is it going back to active? Stay on new. I'm hitting refresh. Okay, there's something. There's a bell wrapping. Sewing. Weeding. Those are not bad. 23 grand on the weeding. We'll take that one. 10 grand on the weeding. We'll take that one. So clearing the list seems to work. Brings in the new ones. Eventually. I'm still pressing the button. It's not Well, I'll go move the weeder wherever he's at. Nothing else is popping up though. There's some hoeing contracts. Yep. Where are we going? So the Great North or that one over there. We still gotta do that one. That's been there. Alright, it's almost time. Is it? Oh yeah, look at that. It is time. Alright, so I will keep doing these contracts, guys. And trying to make back some more money. Been doing pretty good so far. It's only the 1st of April and we've over the past few months done a lot of contracts and made a lot of money. So hopefully we'll get that loan paid down and then we'll get into the season of selling the beans. Alright, let's go raid over to Puma Plow. Remember, we'll be back here tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. So, until then, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see y'all later. Have a good one.